Oh, hello. Welcome to Cinema King. I am your host, Antonio Rodriguez Carbara del Mar. And on today's show, we'll be covering the Oscars, the cream of the crop, where the most pretentious people gather around and pat each other on the back. So, without further ado, let's cover our first category that I especially love to see, the best directors. To be a director, you have to have a sense of creativity, a sense of class. Not any average Joe can do this. And for best directors, Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Known for gore, blood, and feet, this being his third nomination for best director, his odds of losing were as likely as Samuel L. Jackson cursing in a movie. Next up, Bong Joon-ho for Parasite. To be honest, I've never heard of him until this morning, but I do wish him luck. Next up, Shawn Mendes for 1917. Tired of directing one British man, he decided to direct multiple British boys. And I must say, I'm a big fan of all his Bond movies, especially of Sean Conroy. Next up, Todd Phillips. Okay, for Joker. Yeah, that was something, yeah. Next up, Martin Scorsese for The Irishman. This was Scorsese at his dullest. Never have I ever seen a director lack passion for a project. Honestly, wouldn't have surprised me if he fell asleep making this film. He should definitely think about retiring, or soon he'll be known as the Old Yeller of Hollywood. And the winner for Best Director was Bong Joon-ho for Parasite. Whoa, wow. Next category that I will be talking about is Best Pictures. First up, the movie Joker. I did not laugh once. I thought Joaquin Phoenix was lacking the comedic chops necessary to pull off what Heath Ledger did so many years ago. The only funny part of the film was when Thomas Wayne found out that he was not the father of Arthur Fleck. Next up, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh, this was just the love letter of classic Hollywood. Even though I just didn't get what was the point of it. Like, Sharon Tate died in the end, didn't she? I don't know. I was very confused on Tarantino's lack of understanding of history. But it's fine. We don't all excel in every aspect of filmmaking. Next, 1917. War is bad. And that is what I learned from Shawn Mendes' longest music video on screen to this date. And might I add that camera work was just phenomenal. How did he pull it off? I mean, it's like the shot never ended. I really don't know how that was done, but I'd love to know how to do it. But it was not worth the $8, as I could see any Shawn Mendes music video for free on YouTube. Next up, Little Woman. I have no opinion because I didn't watch the film. I wasn't really interested in it. This is the, like 7th time it's been remade? And there's also an anime about it. So honestly, I could just read the book. Next up, Marriage Story. Now, I see what Disney was trying to do with this. Very ambitious crossover, I must say. Putting their two biggest franchise, Marvel and Star Wars, together. But for me, the love romantic relationship with Kylo Ren and Black Widow just didn't do it for me. I'm more of a Reylo guy, so just seeing this happen broke my little fanboy heart into many pieces. Ford and Ferrari. What a patriotic film. Now, you could just smell the motor of America running. Though, not the best Cars movie that's been put on screen. Unlike Pixar's Car. Just Owen Wilson, I mean, he just gets into the character. He knows who and what Lightning McQueen means to people. Ka-chow. Jojo Rabbit. Now, my correspondent, Clint Applebottom, told me to stay clear and avoid this movie at all costs. Now, the one thing I can say about this film is that the little chubby boy in the trailer looked very cute. Irishman, Scorsese's cinematic universe has its endgame, and what a ride indeed it was. It was a ride in an amusement park that has no line, yet it takes so long to get on it. And by the time the film was over, I felt as old as Robert De Niro. And speaking about De Niro, those de-aging effects were just so horrible. People were like, oh my God, so innovative, how fantastic, Scorsese. And all I saw was just a bunch of mush. Unimpressed. Next, Parasite. I didn't get it, but I liked it. It was so generous of them providing subtitles as they were talking in a foreign language that wasn't English. That must have been done on purpose to add that foreign charm to the film. And I came out very, very satisfied when I came out of the theater. Now, the winner of Best Picture for the Oscars 2020 was Parasite. Now, those were the Oscars in a nutshell. Well, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned because when we come back, we'll have a chit chat with a special guest and catch up with my correspondent, Clint Applebottom.
At the University Bookstore, we have an excellent selection of competitively priced books and classroom necessities for students. We have Warhawk gear ranging from athletic apparel to comfy sweatshirts the whole family can enjoy. The textbook rental service is also available for students to check out their required readings for class. You can also find and order books, apparel, and gift items from our online catalog, located at UW-Whtiewaterbookstore.com. The University Bookstore. We provide for your college experiences.
Welcome back to Cinema King. It's time for Chitchat with our special guest, Professor Hydrick. So, Professor, you study film. Tell me, what did you think about the overall winner for Best Director?
Well, I think, it's a triumph for diversity in Hollywood. That Bong Joon-ho won that award, and, a real particular triumph of Korean cinema, particularly,
of course,
right?
Yes.
But, in a year where, the Oscars got so much flack, once again, for Oscars so white, so much attention focused on the lack of nominees of color, for an Asian Korean director to win that top award was quite a triumph for global cinema and for Korean cinema in particular.
And did you see the film Parasite?
I did, yes. Yeah, and I mean, it is an amazing film. It is a film that speaks to very much to our contemporary moment. It's a film about class warfare, which right now in an environment when there's growing economic inequality, across the world, it really tapped into something that is particularly acute right now, which is lots of class resentment with regards to mobility and the amount of wealth concentrated in the hands of so much fewer people in the world.
All right, well, that seems to be all we have for you. Okay. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
It must be an honor being here with me. I know, yep.
Okay, happy to be here.
Yep. Now a word with Clint Applebottom, who asked some random strangers on campus what they thought the best movie of 2019 was. Take it away, Clint.
Big question for you. If you could pick your favorite movie from 2019, what would it be? Probably Avengers Endgame, just because how emotional it was at the end and how like the series was kind of wrapped up, like the main Marvel series.
That's really what you're gonna go with?
Yeah. Is there a problem?
Okay, so all those movies are exactly the same with each other. They're copies of each other. And then you say to yourself, you know what? I really want to watch Avengers Endgame. Oh, I really liked it. Oh, it's all the same. It's all just nonsense. It's just so boring and predictable. That's your choice.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Probably Joker.
It's actually a good choice. I like that idea.
Probably Jumanji 2.
What?
Yeah.
That's your choice?
Mm-hmm.
You watched it all the way through?
Yeah, I went to the movie theaters.
Did you think it was better than the first one?
Yeah, I thought yeah.
That movie's painful to get through. And
Really?
that's
You think so?
That's really your choice?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Frozen 2.
Seriously?
Yes, sir.
Are you not doing this as a joke?
No, sir.
Definitely Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
You thought that absolute monstrous cluster of just nonsense that was just bashing your face with just constant nonsense, you thought that was the movie you want for number one?
I like Adam Driver.
I do too. He's probably the best part of the entire series.
Ooh, I gotta say, Joker was definitely really high up there for me. That was pretty good.
Wow, real original.
My favorite movie has got to be Little Women. Greta Gerwig, love her.
You were awake the entire time during that movie.
Yeah, I actually cried too.
You cried because of how tired you were?
No, I cried because it was good.
Always love to hear what other people have to say, even when they're wrong. Well, that's all the time we have today. Please join us for the next edition of Cinema King, where I will be covering a movie with a special rodent who thankfully does not sing. It's Sonic, and we'll have many other stuff in store. Thanks for joining us, and good night.